Yeah, so it's been yo, I think the last time I was actually like a YouTuber, I think back about it, I'm just like the type of guy I was back then is totally different compared to the guy I am now, you know? And when I feel like it's when I became a man, you know? I was young when I was doing YouTube, like 23, 24, and then when I started changing and maturing, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable doing this type of content anymore, you know? And I was just going through like a phase where I was trying to like find myself and figure out what I want to do. I felt like I couldn't do anything because I'm not an entertainer anymore, so I can't entertain. What else can I do on YouTube? And then that made me like take a break. But it all started with Wavy merch, because before when I moved back to Canada on my own, it's straight YouTube. Like if I'm not uploading videos, if I'm not going viral, bro, I'm not paying my rent. You know, so that type of the struggle made me go super hard on YouTube. And then when I did Wavy merch, that's when I started realizing that I don't need to be online entertaining anymore. And I'm starting to make money now. Like that's when things change. I don't need YouTube anymore. And then when I started that, now it's a corporation I started. So there's people now who are starting to make money off my decisions. And that made me feel so responsible. That made me feel like, yo, look, I'm responsible for a lot of things. And Wavy Merch wasn't even at that point yet. It was like two people, like Danny, or anybody Danny was probably the one that was making like the most moves with me. So I'm like, yo, I gotta make sure I'm making products. I gotta make sure I'm, having them in the country. And that's just locally, so having that type of responsibility made me less of an entertainer and it made me more of a corporate guy, And then when Wavy Bud started, now I'm super corporate. Now I'm literally like working with the government. So like anything I don't know who's watching my page. I have no clue. So everything I post online has to be like I have to be careful. I can't get canceled at this point. Like if I get canceled, I'm done.
Yeah. Was that even a fear for you, like at the beginning of your YouTube career?
Nah, because I felt like I was a professional content creator and I was always smart. I've been making videos for years and I don't think we ever did anything cancellation worthy.
Yeah, no, it's pretty wholesome.
Yeah, it was good. But yeah, now I'm like super corporate. I'm just me choosing to be 100% corporate. I'm missing out on another aspect of myself, which is like Nick Wavy. Like, yo, that guy is he has bare energy, he's charismatic, he's creative, he's a different guy compared to corporate Nicholas,
Right.
So I was at the point where I'm like, I don't need social media, I don't need to have Instagram, I don't need to post, I don't need to make you guys, I don't need to do anything because I did it for so long, before it was a thing. And I'm like, I don't need this. But me stepping away from that, I feel like it's something that will haunt me for the rest of my life if I don't pursue it, because like, yo, I have 260K subs, so you're not gonna get the million, and if it's on my mind like that, I'm just be like, yo, it's something I'll always be thinking about, like I have to achieve that,
right.
So I feel like the longer I wait, the more I'm becoming more quiet. And I think this is the moment. I was working out the other day, and there's a basketball team, an AAU team that came in, and I'm like, yo, these guys have to know me. I know they know me. Because every time I go, I know when people recognize me.
Right.
But I don't think these guys knew who I was. They're wearing do-rags, and I'm just like, oh, damn, I really lost my clout. I'm like, oh, shit. And that's how I'm like, damn, okay, I think I need to come back. But the issue was, what should I come back and do? Right now, I'm a super corporate guy, so what I do in my day is I just make moves, I delegate, I make money, and there's people that could be watching that I don't necessarily want to watch, so it's my competition. At the same time, why am I stopping myself from being me, having a platform that they don't have? So I feel like I just need to be smarter with, I don't know, I just feel like I have to be super private.
Right.
I just have to be super private, and that's where my mentality came. I became super caged in. I haven't been very vocal. I'm mad quiet, bro. I'm on Instagram. I don't say anything. I have a lot to say, but sometimes I just keep quiet, and that's not good. I don't think that's good, because if I put myself in, I was thinking about it, I'm like, when I'm talking shit, when I'm posting, when I'm active, when I have the juices flowing, everything else is flowing. Everything else is gonna be working in unison. Because right now there's two separate entities. I can't have them separate. They need to be together.
Right.
You know, so.
Can I add to that? Because
Yeah.
I feel like I've watched you transition from your focus being strictly on like Wavy merch and YouTube to now doing this dispensary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the dispensary is like such a new journey for you. And I felt like it required all of your time and attention.
Yeah.
And as a result, obviously YouTube, you kind of stopped the YouTube and like Wavy merch kind of became self-sufficient.
But it still stopped because it's nothing compared to what it was before.
Right.
Yeah.
But I felt like you were able to, like Wavy merch didn't die when you stopped giving it as much attention, which is a sign of success. But I feel like right now, after hearing you just talk about this, that whole, like I guess like 2-3 year span, is that like you're now seeing that you don't need to drop you don't need to drop Wavy merch to have a successful dispensary.
Yeah.
Like everything works together in the sense where at the end of the day, I remember there was one point you were thinking about like, you had stopped doing YouTube videos, but you were still like working on Wavy merch and you're like, yo, I need to find like a marketing strategy, like maybe get some like YouTubers to like promote your stuff. And then you came back to me a week later like, yo bro, I'm a YouTuber. Yeah. I'm the biggest marketing engine for this brand, you know? Like you almost forgot that like you were the brand, you know? Like your YouTube channel kind of sparked that whole business and like, I feel like Wavy merch still has a lot to grow.
It does.
It's not over, you know? It's successful, but it's not over, you know?
It needs attention. What I did, like you said, is I gave everything to Wavy Buzz and I had no energy left to put anywhere else. And that was required because when I first opened the store, everything was blessed. Like I could have chilled. I could have said, okay, look, this is now a self-sufficient business. It runs itself. Everything is good. Now let me go spend my time elsewhere. But I said, nah, let me open up another store. And I said, actually, nah, let me open up 2 more stores. So now I literally brought myself back down to being hella stressed, back at like ground zero. And that put me through it just pushed me further away from being happy when I had the 2 stores. And that's why I closed my one. And that's why I also closed my other one. And now I have my main one that's still here. And having that, my energy is a lot more contained. Like sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, yo, I have a billion things to do. And it's crazy. I started, for the first time in my life, I started messing up, making mistakes, not getting work done. And that's when I realized like I'm not able to do this anymore by myself. Because at first, I had nothing but time. Now I have no time to continue expanding. So I said, I need other people to give me time. And I'll pay you for that. So when I hired my first employee, that was difficult for me because I was used to coming from the bottom, having no real muscle work except myself. But now I'm breaking someone off to give me their time. It was difficult at first, but once I did it, I was able to realize how much more work I could do. You know, and doing that definitely changed my perspective of, just what I should be doing. My job is not to be stressed. My job is to be making executive decisions, and I put those decisions down the chain until it gets fully executed. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's where I'm best at. So when I would deal with customers every day, I would be in the back trying to think, and then I have to come deal with the customer, and now I'm not able to make executive decisions. So when I hire people, they're working. There's times I had no work to do, but I might be walking my dog, I might go ball up, I might go to the gym, I'm going about my day, but all I need is that one thought to cross my mind and like, okay, this is what I'm going to do to grow the company. And then I just push it down the chain. And like, that's how things started to grow. And that's when I realized my ecosystem is getting a lot bigger now, to where it's not just me. And that's why I got my boy. I'm going to get into another video where I explain, what I'm doing now with my mentorship program, I guess you could say. But that's also investing in myself because now I'm spending money to shoot videos. And it's gonna put me back in hot water and okay, let's go now. I'm working, let's do it.
Right. But you had to do the customer service, the frontline work. Like that's how it starts. Like, and the fact that you are in a position where you feel like you need to just make decisions and not necessarily be on the front line after how long? Like it's been a year?
A year now, yeah.
A year? Like that's impressive, bro. Like it takes a lot of people, it takes majority of people, like even myself, like it takes a while to be able to create a business.
Yeah.
And then within a year become like just a decision maker. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's
blessings.
That's a great achievement.
Sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. It's weird. I became so quiet, bro. You know, I used to be wilding on Instagram. I used to be going crazy, talking the most shit. Like there's always something going on my gram. And then it just stopped, bro. Like I started deleting my page, not posting for like 2-3 weeks. Being mad quiet, man.
Well, you're making a shift from being a YouTube entertainer to just like, you know, being like yourself now.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go back to YouTube, it's like you're presenting yourself, not just the creativity.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Cause before I was an entertainer, I was entertaining, I was a comedian, a content creator. That's who I was. But I'm not that guy anymore. So if I were to come back and do pranks and do like entertaining shit right now, I don't think that would be me.
Wouldn't make sense.
Nah, it wouldn't. You got people. The people will be able to tell, like, yo, Nick, like this is not like yo. How old are you now, Nick? You're turning 29. You're still doing pranks. And I'm not saying you can't do pranks and stuff. But I'm saying like, yo, the type of person I am, I'm different, and I need to showcase that. Because I always felt something that bothered me was I have a lot of stories I can tell. I have a lot of knowledge, and me not being on social media sharing it, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the people who used to look up to me. You know, so
yeah, I've been out with you, man, and like people come up to us and like they go straight to you and be like, yo, they say, yo, you inspired me. These are grown ass men, you know, and it's like you don't owe anyone anything, but when you have that much impact on people's lives and you've been able to create like, a community, like, you can't just walk away from it. So what's the YouTube channel gonna look like now?
Right now, it's hard for me to say what I'm gonna do because I still need to find my momentum, my swag. But all I know is guaranteed that I'm gonna be releasing content, and then I'm just gonna keep doing what makes me happy to where it's not a force. And then I don't care about views. The good thing now that I'm going into YouTube is that I don't need the money. You know, I don't need to come on here and I need to go viral. I need to do this to make it work. Nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna create content that has deeper meaning, which is going to empower the people, because I think that's what I just miss the most from, you know, having a positive influence on people. So I'm just going to create content that's geared towards what I do in my day, which is I run a corporation. It's an empire at this point. I'll show you guys what I do on a day-to-day basis, how I carry myself to be in this position. So you can watch what I'm doing and maybe take some things that I do, see if it works for you, and then apply that to your own empire, create your own empire. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and have fun with it, get back to social media. I gotta get my juice back, it's been a while. So I definitely think I'm about to change, because I'm a grown man now, so now that I'm coming back to creating content as a grown man, it's gonna be different. So I'm excited, I hope you guys are excited too. Definitely, I'm gonna make sure that you guys learn something, that's 100%.
I remember before you like kind of gave YouTube a break, you were making content like that, like.
I wasn't ready. I wanted to, but I wasn't ready.
Right, that's what I was about to say. It's like you found value in making those kind of videos, but you had to like learn and grow.
Yeah.
You know, you had to go out there and make some mistakes. You had to go out there and like get some experience, so you can confidently give people advice. And like low key, that's how your whole YouTube page started. It was like, yo, you knew how to get really good waves. Yeah. And you can confidently say that the information you were sharing was valuable. Mm-hmm. You know, and like that allows you to create content that help people. You know? And like
that's where it started.
And obviously it's steered in different directions after that, but that's always been the core of your channel.
Yeah.
So
just gotta go back to the core.
Yeah.
Go back to the foundation and go from there. Alright, y'all, so that's the cut. We went 6 against the grain. I hope you guys, I'm happy I was able to open up and speak a little bit. It's good that I'm uploading this video because now I'm in the routine. We got a next video dropping tomorrow, and the day after that I'm gonna be consistent with it. So make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the notifications so you
you get the notification every time I drop a video. Have a solo cut, you know. If you guys, hey bro, the people are asking, are we ever gonna do another wave cut video?
We have to.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it. It'll be sick to, you know, for memory lane, you know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.